Hey, welcome to the Backwoods Gourmet. Today we're back out in the wilderness of Florida, and I got another easy 30-minute Dutch oven recipe for you, so stay tuned. So today's dish is with some Italian sausage. I just made that Italian sausage this morning. It's still linked up. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to get our Dutch oven preheated. We're going to get that sausage over there, start roasting it, set those casings. They haven't even had a chance to dry yet. So to get them set first so that when we cut the links apart, all the meat doesn't fill out or spill out from the inside. So we're going to go ahead and get that chimney started. And while our chimney is going, I'll show you how to prep the other simple ingredients. So I just got some paper from the charcoal bag up under there. Go ahead and give it a little start on a couple sides there. And it's again really windy this week. I did buy one of these dead cat muffs, so if you see something furry on my chest, it's not an animal. It's supposed to help to reduce some of this wind noise for you guys. Make the video a little bit more enjoyable. So let me know how it's working. Write in the comment section below. So there are quite a few ingredients for this, but they're simple to prepare. I have some Italian sausage right here. We just made that sweet Italian sausage, but if you don't want to make yours, you can buy it already made. I got some Bertolli mushroom Alfredo. We're not going to use all that. I got some garlic. A sweet onion, some mushrooms, I got some basil fresh from the garden there, one zucchini, medium-sized one, a little bit of oil, of course Seminole swamp seasoning. We got a couple different kinds of cheeses, use your favorite, 2 plum tomatoes, and what's left of a red bell pepper. Alright, that's all you're going to need. You guys have heard me talk about seeds before. When you're out in wild places like this, we're going to do our best to control all those seeds and make sure that we don't leave them out here. Alright, you don't want any of these items sprouting coming up out here, so we're going to be real careful to try to keep them contained. Or at least they got to get cooked, one or two, so that they won't sprout. We don't want red bell peppers growing out here in the wild. I'll get a bowl of those. You can prep all these and put them in the same container because they're all going to go in basically at the same time. Alright, got some garlic. Those up. What I'm going to do with garlic here is I'm going to slice it. Go ahead and clean our onion real quick. And I want this guy to stay fairly good sized chunks. You don't need all of it. Use about half. Set that aside. Okay, going in with some shrooms here. I got a bottle of water off to the side, so let me clean those up for you real quick and then we'll slice those. And we'll get to this guy. You need to rinse him too. going to slice the shrooms kind of thick. Take one side off of them, that gives you a flat surface. Gets to be kind of chunky. This is Dutch oven food. This is not fancy. It's going to taste fancy, but it ain't going to have to be Dyson or julienne and anything for it. Alright, zucchini, we're going to go ahead and cut that into quarters, just like that. I think today I'm going to cut them in fairly good sized chunks. Cut that in about 3s. Want them to still be prominent. Put those in our bowl. Alright, now tomatoes, we're going to go ahead and core them. So I slice them right down lengthwise, right through the stem. And I just take my knife and I come in, I'll cut a V, just like that. And pop that right out. Do the same thing with this one. Just got a little V. It's that stem and most of that white part. Flick that over there in a bowl. Same thing with this one. Now we're just going to cut them in like 3 sections for each side, so that'd be 6 pieces per tomato. If yours are a little bigger, cut them a little more. These are perfect. Alright, get a bowl for those. The last thing we have is some basil, but I'm going to wait a little while to cut that so that it doesn't turn black on us. Like I said, all this stuff right here, scraps, I'm going to put that right back in a grocery bag, tie it shut, stick it back in our cooler. Okay, so our charcoal is ready. Ooh, ashes going everywhere. It is really windy out here today. That's from the paper we used. Let's see if we can get the rest of those to fly away here. Not really worried about burning up anything out here. They already burned the woods off. So I want some pretty good heat on the bottom to begin with. Go ahead and it's 9 on the bottom. Let's see if we can't shoo these ashes out of here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put my 10-inch lodge today right on top of those 9 coals. And we're going to put a few on top, probably about 12. Dump the rest of them out over here in case we need some refreshers. Go ahead and line those out there up on one solid ring around the outside. Just like that. Alright. Looks pretty good. We got our lifter here. Got the pot. Get our 4-in-1 over here on the side so we can move our lid when we need to. We're getting ready to put in sausage, some oil, and get that sausage going. Let's go ahead and do that now. Almost gonna leave myself enough room. Still got some ashes, but if you're allergic to ashes, Dutch oven cooking probably not gonna be for you. Got that in there. Just gonna kind of roll it around. Get a good coating in the bottom. It's a good opportunity since we're rolling that around to move these over a little bit. Give me more room for my lid over here. Alright, got it on there. Lid on top. Let's start preheating a little bit. Alright, so it's been a couple minutes there. Should be coming up in heat. So we're going to go ahead and try dropping these in there. Of course, if your sausages are, you didn't just make them like I did, are not all going to be linked together like these guys are. I'm gonna try to go around in a circle in there with them, just like that, just to see if we can't get those casings to set a little bit, and then we can cut them apart. Hell, we might not have to do none of that. We might just cook them just like that. We'll see how it goes. Now you can see this one already came untwisted, so I don't know. I should have brought some tongs probably for turning these guys, but if they don't want to turn, I'm not going to make them turn. I can flip the whole deal with a spoon maybe. I can flip them. Who knows? I don't want to puncture them so they start losing all their use. But if they don't want to cooperate, I ain't going to make them cooperate too much, because we're about ready to put everything else in there anyway. I said, those did not have any time for the casings to twist to set on them. We just made them right before we came out here, so normally those twists would already be set and wouldn't have that issue. All right, at this point, just gonna dump all that veg we cut up right in there. Get my tomatoes, my bowl wasn't big enough. Put them tomatoes right on top. Give some Seminole swamp seasoning. Anytime you add ingredients, you want to add seasoning. A pretty good amount of that. But remember, where that sausage got seasoning in it, our sauce is going to have seasoning in it. Alright, and just for giggles, I'm going to get just a little bit of olive oil. Just kind of drizzle on top of that veg. Like that. Put that lid back on. Give it a few minutes. So just let that Dutch oven kind of recover from putting all that cold veg in there, burning out really quick. Now we're going to go ahead and just give it a little bit of Alfredo. Like I said, we weren't going to use all this, just give it a little moisture, make a little sauce. That looks pretty daggum good right there. Go ahead and get that lid back on, and we might have to start some more charcoal. The way this wind's blowing today, my Kingsford hickory, they're really running low already. You can see how small they are. They're already about half the size. We need to get that up to a simmer right now. Don't know we're gonna make it with these coals. So everything's been bubbling along pretty nicely now for about 6 or 7 minutes. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take some of the flowers from my basil. These are the little buds that when they start flowering it out, they're very aromatic, they're very tasty. I'm just gonna strip those off the stalks. You see the little flowers there. Gonna sprinkle that around. Oh man, that smells good. It's gonna be very, I think sometimes the flour is, I used to actually dry these flowers, use them. So we got that going on. Now I'm coming in with a little layer of our cheese. This is some 6 cheese Italian blend. I don't want to get too much. So, nice layer on top. Hopefully we got enough fire to brown that off. If we don't, go make some more fire. Go. Joker's almost done. So it's been 5 minutes with the cheese in there. And what I did was move all the bottom coals to the top. Okay, they're getting pretty small. But it's starting to look a little brown around the edges. We'll see if we can finish it up. But I brought back in all the coals that we pulled off of it, or didn't put on it to begin with, from the charcoal chimney. Have them sitting over there to the side. Been kind of massaging them around, make sure they're in good contact with the pot. Try to get that heat up around that cheese. I would only went about 5 minutes there. I brought those coals back. Let's go take a look at it. And oh my God, if you guys were standing where I'm standing right now, smelling that aroma coming up off of that pot right there. Man, I'm telling you what. That smells freaking awesome. I cannot wait to dig into that. We're gonna have to wait just a minute, let it the cheese kind of settle a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and shake the lid off and take that so it doesn't cook anymore. And we'll get the lid back on, keep any leaves and everything falling or ashes blowing in it, and we're gonna let it rest for just a little while, and then we're gonna chomp into that. It's almost too pretty to put the lid back on. All right, let's give her a few minutes. Time for the plate. Oh man, it's steaming hot. God, that looks good. So we'll go right into our pot here and grab us some sauce. Still having a little problem getting the sausage loose. Like I said, these are still linked. Man, does that smell good. All I got for garnish today is just a little bit of sliced basil, fresh from the garden. Kind of hard to keep it from going black around the edges out here in the backwoods when it's warm out. It is warmed up quite a bit from when we started. And go ahead and cut that sausage. Alright, it's time to eat. Man, it smells awesome. I'm gonna go give it a try. Wow. Tell you right now, for being done out here in the wilderness, can't get a whole lot better than that. The only way this could have come out any better is if we could have got our fire a little bit hotter and the wind hadn't been blowing so hard and it been a little warmer outside. But I tell you what, you try this at your next camp out, it's going to be a big hit. So if you like what we're doing, please smash that like button right down there. To subscribe to our channel, you can do it right here for another great Backwoods Gourmet video. It's going to be right up there, and for a whole playlist of cast iron Dutch oven cooking, it's going to be right up there. We'll see you next time.